Right, it's January 22, and I've just finished making this for the feeder, which I put pellets in, layer pellets. And I've noticed recently, some reason it's been getting bunged up at the bottom. Now, I've always had this up until the last year or so under cover, the actual feeder. And I put it into, I used to have it in the greenhouse, so I've never had any problems with it. But I put it outside and see how it went, and it went okay. I've not had any problems. They've been feeding fine out of it. But it's been so wet for so long, I don't know whether the saturation level, and as we've just come out of autumn, so as you can see there's still leaves and stuff kicking around, that is capillary action is bringing moisture up into the bay where the food is, and sometimes I've gone to it and I feel that it's a bit stiff. I'm not sure they've not lost any condition or anything like that, but it just looks a bit stiff. So I've been poking it and keeping an eye on it, and then it came up with the idea I was going to make this cover. So we'll see how this handles it, see if this makes a difference, because if it's drawing all the moisture up from the bottom anyway, it's not going to make that much difference. But if it's a case of direct rain, I hope it will help. So the idea is, of course, it's very awkward to, I could lift the whole thing up and just made it rigid and lifted it up and moved it back and top up the feeder. But in order to try to hone my welding skills, which are disastrous, I made this frame up. So I'll show you how it works. You've got this here, right? So that undoes, and I've done it in a manner so it tightens onto a nut at the back there. So now I've undone it. So the idea is you lift up the top, right, so put it parallel, which is pretty steady anyway, but I mean you could be out here on a windy day, pretty steady. And I've lined it up, same thing with a hole. You don't screw it, just goes through a hole there. So it just pushes through the hole, and that holds it securely while I top it up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to empty it and make sure it's clean underneath there. You can see the feed is still there. Scrape away some stuff and we'll see how it works. But I've not been very well last few days, so it's taking me a lot longer to do. And this metal actually here is from an old bedspread, and I think it's hardened. It done in one of my blades on the chop saw, which was supposed to do metal, and I didn't like it. And the roofing is just some old corrugated sheet off my father's pigeon lofts, which are long since gone, and a bit of tubing that I found here at Errol, probably something to do with Errol's father, my partner's father, when we came to this place. So it comes in handy. It's been used for all sorts of projects. But there we are. That's my auto feeder protector hood. Ta-da.